Okay, today we are going to go through and hook up the email service. And this isn't the connection to your email. This is the ability for the system to send out messages in bulk. We don't really want to go through your personal email for that. And I'll explain in a second. So you're going to locate the email services option under settings. You're going to click on dedicated domain and IP. And as you can see here, I have multiple domains. The worst thing that could happen to you in business is you send out a bunch of email and your domain is blocked or blacklisted, and it's very hard to get it unblacklisted. So what we do is we set up subdomains. So if you should happen to send out too many messages from messaging, only this is going to get blocked. If they should happen to block your main domain, game over. You need to get a new one. So we want to be very careful here. And that's what this warm up does. It's going through and sending messages so that the internet can see that there's new messages coming from this system. And we want to warm it up slowly so that they trust us. If we are brand new and send 1,000 emails, there's a high chance that we'll get blacklisted. But if we set this up, let it do warm up, and maybe our first email batch is to 20 people, let that go. Next day we'll do 100. Next day we'll do 200 and see how that works. So in order to set this up, you're going to need DNS access. And put a ticket in or call support. We'd be happy to help you with that process. But all you're going to do is go up here to add domain. You're going to type in the new domain. So maybe it's messaging.mydomain.com. Click add and verify. And at this point, you're going to want to go to your DNS provider. That could be GoDaddy, Network Solutions, Cheap Names. There's a lot of DNS providers out there. And we need to add a record for this. So now I'm going to hit continue. And it's going to go through and actually see who owns this domain and where is the DNS stored. If the system has access to your DNS setup, with your login, of course, it can configure it automatically for you. But in this case, it couldn't find this because it's a fake domain. But these are now the records that I need to add to my DNS. Text records, this is a common name. And then these are mail records on how things are routed. And then once you've made those changes, you're going to click verify. It's going to go through and check to see if you have all these records in place. And you're going to hit verify domain again. And still it hasn't verified because I didn't make any changes. So it takes maybe about 10 minutes for the changes in DNS to replicate around the world. And once that's done, you can come in here and verify. And the final component is to make sure you set your header. So we're going to click these three dots. We're going to go up to headers. We're going to make sure you have a human name in here, or it could be like Jenny, the AI customer service bot, whatever you want. And then notice this is the domain. Notice this email has this domain. So, and this can be anything. Bears, cows at noreply.firstcontact.ai. So email will come out from here. People can reply to it as well, and it'll be in the system. And then you hit save. If you don't do this, when someone receives an email from you, it's going to look a little strange at the top. It's going to have some weird names and equal signs, and we don't really want that. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And then one other little step, which isn't required, but a nice thing to do. These are all the components that can send email out of the system. So the calendar, for example, if a customer books time with you, it's going to use the no reply domain to send a message to them. But if you're doing a high volume, we can do kind of a round robin. So some messages will go out by each of them, and it's going to balance it. So it reduces your chance that something's going to get blacklisted. And then we can pick our default, and then there's a portal. And if they get a one-time password, it would come from this domain. But that's it. It's not too bad. Thank you.